Dropping hard off the open here. Let's see. Share this. Copy. All right, getting a bounce here. As long as we stay underneath previous day's low, I am going to be looking for shorts. If we can reclaim it, maybe get a push back up to yesterday's close. Alright, getting close back up to previous day's low right now on NQ. Kind of bounce out of the 622 zone. Alright, NQ is back above previous day's low. Looks like it might get a move up to this 870 area here. Pretty strong move back up here. So just going to be watching to see how we do at this previous day low on Nasdaq and ES here. Kind of got a pretty strong bounce out of this 622 area here on Nasdaq. ES still below previous day's low, so we'll see what NQ does. Check out our daily charts here. Let's go to clean. Pretty big move down so far on NQ especially. ES still kind of has this low. Kind of making higher lows on the way up here, so we'll see if they're going to hold this for the bulls here on ES. NQ's already broke that pivot here, so definitely weaker. And if you go to the weekly chart, you can see last week NQ had a pretty big rejection up here, and then this week it tried to push up, big rejection, moving down here, looking pretty red on the week here. So we'll see if we get continuation down near this like 400 level, and then this pivot down here near 24,000 area. So just something to be aware of. But obviously already had a pretty big move down so far. this. So, I mean, yeah, if you look at NQ, we've already had a pretty good move down this week, so we might be due for some consolidation, maybe some tests back higher. But just going to take it level by level as far as day trading goes. So, but pretty good push back up here on NQ. Put a little level here on that high. ES back above previous day low now. Good morning to whoever the one viewer is. Let's see if just want to see if we can hold above previous day's low on Nasdaq. Kind of be the gauge for the direction. We're about 10 minutes in here. So coming up to the VWAP on NQ. So I mean, this is looking pretty bullish here off the start. We really want to come up and maybe close the gap from where we closed yesterday, the 4 o'clock close. NQ testing that VWAP. ES kind of back near previous day's low. So if they can both stay above previous day's low, I'd only be looking for longs at this point. So we'll see how they do on this pullback here on NQ. ES kind of just back near EMAs right now. I'd want to see a little bit higher push and then like a retest on them for a hold for longs, but let's see if NQ can hold above the EMAs on a retest. It's holding that 69 level here so far. Obviously still very early in the day, so let's see. NQ looks like it wants to pump. Had a little red to green move there above the VWAP. See if they can come close the gap up here from yesterday's close. ES back on previous day low here. Let's see. Clashers. News in 20 minutes. Yeah, let's check the news out. Yeah, we got Jolt's 10 a.m. job openings. I know there was a lot of news about some layoffs and unemployment. I think that's why the market dropped this morning pretty hard on that news. So we'll see. All right, ES kind of back underneath previous day low. NQ around the VWAP here. Some signs of rejection. Trying to hold above that 69 level as well. Couple minutes here till that 15-minute close for the 15-minute opening range. Let's see how that's looking. I mean, yeah, pretty bullish 15-minute candle so far. Let's see what we get. NQ right at that VWAP still here. Yeah, 277 points on the range so far today, so another volatile day, guys, so keep the sizing in check. Even yesterday I tried to use small size and I wasn't even able to have like proper stops, wide enough stops for the volatility, even with 2 micros, so. Alright, ES is getting up to the VWAP. About to test that 880.11 it looks like on ES. Nasdaq pushing. So we're about to get that 15-minute close here. About 20 seconds. See how they do on this next candle. Alright, yeah, I'd like to see like a retest on ES back near this previous day low. Just to see if it's going to hold up in order to take some longs, or obviously if we end up pushing really strong without a retest. It kind of already had this wick here on the 5-minute, but NQ at the VWAP right now. Alright, NQ trying to kind of push through VWAP here. ES still under VWAP. It's looking like NQ wants to go close that gap. This 20 near this 25,000 number. But we'll see here. A little bit of a pause consolidation here on the VWAP. Price is kind of just taking a breather here. See which way they want to take it. Again, I'm kind of just watching this previous day low on ES and NQ. Obviously ES is closer to it right now, but I'd like to see both of them either stay above or below to kind of get a clue for the direction today. So, but if ES gets back under previous day low, I'm not really interested in longs on NQ. But if we can stay above, then maybe we'll look at some longs on NQ. I just want to see more signs that the bulls can hold it up here on any retest back lower. Got some lower wicks here, kind of holding above that 69 level on NQ. So I mean, we might get a little push up here if I had to choose a direction at the moment, but we'll see. ES is still under the VWAP, but I could see us getting a little squeeze up. I'm not going to take any trades on it, but that is what I would be looking for. There it goes. See if we can go up and close that gap on NQ. ES is pushing up to that 68.80, that little pivot here. Looks like it just barely wicked it so far. NQ kind of rejecting there, or I'm sorry, ES. We got news coming though in about less than 10 minutes, 10 a.m. news coming. You're welcome, Clashers. Doing my best, still getting used to it. It's only my third day doing a stream, so it's a little bit weird. I'm basically just thinking out loud what I'm seeing. So first day was good, yesterday not so good. To be expected. Alright, seeing some rejection here, guys. ES rejecting at the VWAP and that 80 level. We'll see if we can hold the EMAs here though on the pullback on NQ. And ES to hold above this previous day low level. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a bit of a consolidation range type day. Just with the big move down we've already had this week. It might consolidate a bit, take a little breather, profit taking from any bears, but we'll see. All right, ES is right at previous day low right now. Wicking. We're wicking on the bottom. Looks like bulls are trying to hold it up here. Look at all these wicks on NQ in this area. Trying to hold above VWAP in this level. But we'll see. With all the downside we've had lately, it's kind of hard to trust any upside right now at the moment. Alright, ES right on previous day low here. Pretty big 5-minute candle though. This will be a good test though to see if the buyers are gonna hold it up in this area on the previous day low level. Alright. See, we got about 5 minutes here till 10 a.m. New 5-minute candle here. NQ's right back down at the EMAs. We'll see if it can hold. ES back underneath previous day's low for now. Definitely going to wait until at least after 10 a.m. before looking to take anything. Wait for the news. See where we land after the news and then go from there. But so far, ES rejecting VWAP. NQ not able to really hold above VWAP so far. Kind of losing the EMAs here. ES back underneath previous day low. Alright, here's kind of like the open spot of the New York session on ES. So kind of like a little demand area, you could say, after that strong push up. So if they can't hold this, looking pretty bearish. But again, we got news in a few minutes here, so I'm just going to hold off on anything. But nice VWAP rejection on ES. NQ is back at previous day's low. It looks like it's trying to bounce a little bit. We got about 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes till the news comes out. I wonder if QQQ closed the gap or not. Where's yesterday's close? Alright, yeah. Is that it? I barely just missed it. Dropping it down pretty hard here. NQ right at previous day's low. Kind of in this, you call it demand area from this push up. Kind of where it flipped red to green here for that push this morning. But we got news dropping here in like another minute, so holding off on anything for now. But ES, pretty good rejection at VWAP so far, back underneath previous day's low. Yeah, 1 minute. We got Jolts. Jolts job openings. It's a red folder, so could see some more action here. I'm just going to wait for things to settle down and see if they can pick a direction for the day, or if we're just going to kind of chop around, consolidate today after a pretty good move down already this week. So this looks like a 4-hour chart, like, yeah, daily chart, like we've already had a pretty good move down here. So ES is right at this, near this pivot from the higher low on this kind of slow grind move up. Mostly consolidation, but if we can break that low, get continuation down, it could be a deeper pullback coming in the markets. So pretty big consolidation we've been in the last few months. All right, 10 a.m. is here. Check out our hourly candles. Pretty big indecision on that last hour. Slightly bearish close on ES. We'll see if they want to take it lower, or what do they want to do. Nice little VWAP rejection on ES though. Back underneath previous day low on both of these, so I'll only be looking for shorts as long as we stay underneath previous day low on both. Just need to find a good entry. Dumping it down pretty good here. I'm just chilling for now, because who knows if they might push this thing back up. Don't want to chase it down here, that's for sure. ES right back at the low a day basically. NQ not far off. What's up, Neil? Yeah, I guess your pre-market low would be right here on NQ. So they kind of wicked it earlier, pumped it near the VWAP, rejection. Yeah, I just want to see if we can stay underneath this previous day low. That's the main thing I'm kind of looking at. As long as we can stay underneath that, I'm just going to be bearish overall. Hopefully I can get some better entries today. Yesterday, I mean, I was only using 2 micros, but even like 40, 50 points was too tight. I wasn't able to really have like a proper stop placement just for the risk. So should have just been using 1 micro yesterday, I guess. Looking heavy here though. Not really any signs of buyers coming in yet. We'll see. I mean, if they end up bouncing it here, hold the low a day. If we get a move back up to previous day low on NQ and then we like reject it and start to roll back, then I'd maybe look for a trade there. Or if we end up breaking these lows with strength, then I'll just look for a pullback. Something along those lines, but we're just too far from the EMAs right now for me to take an entry. Even though it might drop. Not trying to chase it though. Alright, ES is getting very close to that low a day. Looks like it's about to pop it. And this 68.14 is like a weekly pivot low, I believe. Yeah. And then beyond that, we got 71.5. So that's that weekly pivot low here on ES down here. So pretty important level. NQ picking up some steam to the downside here. See if NQ can make new lows or not. Already a very big move down here though, so wouldn't be surprised if we get a little bounce from profit taking. Especially since this move up was pretty aggressive. Some people might try to buy again in this area and push it back up. So I wouldn't be selling here, but it could still flush. We'll see. Nil, you kind of got a little retest on your pre-market low here. Did you take a short? Jose, are you in the chat? You at Starbucks? NQ's close. Close to those new lows here. Yeah, no proper bear flags. Are you looking at the 1 minute or what are you looking at? I know you like the 1 minute. I can't do the 1 minute. 1 and 3, yeah. I do like the 3. The 3 kind of, I don't know, even the 3 has me taking too many trades sometimes. So I'm trying to stay focused more on the 5. Just wait for the better pullbacks. Work on my patience. Alright. Right at the previous low. There it goes on NASDAQ. We got the 622 level, which go all the way over here. Where is it? Okay, just like a pivot on a daily candle on NQ. Daily low on NQ candle here at 622. ES is approaching that weekly pivot low, so if I'm short in NQ, you know, I'd be looking obviously for, I'd be wanting ES down into this zone. And then I'd be kind of exiting my short if I were in one. But like I said, we've already kind of had this big move down here, so it looks like it needs to kind of pull back at some point. Just too extended to the downside for me to take anything. But you can definitely scalp on the lower time frames, that's for sure. Just gotta be quicker to get in and out. All right, so far NQ barely wicked below the previous low a day there. We'll see if it can get any more continuation or if they're gonna pop it up. Looks like it might pop a little bit. Yes, kind of reject near this 37.25 pivot. And down we go. Looks like they're coming for the 68.14 on ES, and that should bring NASDAQ down as well. So like one of my favorite ways to enter is just on like the green to red moves for a short, or vice versa for a long, waiting for a red to green, and when it flips, that's when I like to enter on a lot of my trades. But like this one, it's just like a little far extended to the downside to be taking that. But that's like my preferred way to enter trades. So like, if it wasn't news at 10 a.m., we got this nice close on this little wick up to previous day low. And then when it flipped back red, I mean, you could take a little momentum scalp down. Just put your stop above, you know, a little bit above the wick up here. That's kind of like how I like to enter trades usually. Ideally. Especially on like the 5-minute or 10-minute even. Alright, we're getting that nice move down here. Looks like ES is gonna, or we're kind of tapping into this zone here on that pivot, the weekly pivot. So we'll see if we get a bounce in this area. Maybe back up, retest, then roll over more. Look for a short. Yeah, not many signs of any buyers down here yet. Still just dropping. But the way I trade, like I'm pretty much always gonna miss like the first good push. Just kind of let the big boys decide what way they want to take it, or if they're even going to take it a certain direction on any given day. And then once that direction's kind of clear, then just look for a pullback. So ES is right down to that 68.14 area. Yeah, Neil, you can't do the 5. Yeah. No, I get that. Sometimes, I mean, you just kind of have to wait for it to settle down on the 5. But like those red to green wick moves, sometimes you can get a like a tighter stop instead of using like the whole candle. The red to green moves. Like even if you just took a shot on this red to green, just put your stop like up here. Like the risk reward's really good on that. But yeah, it's already such a big move down. But I guess extended can become more extended. That's for sure. Tempting to chase this, but I know it will come. Yeah, I know, chasing. Yeah, usually whenever we chase it, it'll bounce as soon as I enter if I chase it. It's like the FOMO gets to the level that you can't handle it anymore. You just get in, and then right when you get in, they bounce it. And take a loss, and then you're on tilt. Just got to avoid the tilt. But we'll see if we can get a retest. Maybe the 622 level on NQ. Somewhere in that area. Range. Oh yeah, I mean this 5-minute candle is 142 points. This 5-minute candle on NQ. That's crazy. All right, here's a little push back up. So they got a little bit below that pivot on ES. And now they're kind of pushing it back up here, which we're definitely due for a pullback of sorts. Pretty good push there so far. Just a little 100-point push on Nasdaq. No big deal. Small retracement, 100 points. That's honestly like the kind of volatility we're in right now. 100 points is no big deal. But yeah, that would have been, anyone that chased it right there just got destroyed. The FOMO in, just get bagged. I've done it too many times. I know the pain. All right, NQ is kind of back at this 622 level. Yeah, I mean, that's how we learn, though. We got to go through the pain. Otherwise, you won't remember to not do it. And sometimes you have to do it like 1,000 times before you learn. All right, they're pushing it back up pretty good here. Definitely got to size it down this week, guys. I mean, these candles are monstrous. 142 points on this red candle. This one so far 105, 106 almost. It's crazy. Yeah, ES bouncing off that weekly pivot. You alright, buddy? Clashers, are you in the chat or are you in the live stream here? $25 130. Wow, that's a nice trade. Yeah, we definitely had that was a nice drop in the pre-market. Kind of had a nice little drop, consolidation, flag, whatever you want to call it, pennant, dump it. All right, new 5-minute here. All right, can you guys hear me? I think I just lost connection for a second. Okay. All right. Tried bouncing it here on ES. Oh, is it out again? I keep showing my stream going out. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or not, but I'd like to see a little bit deeper pullback, to be honest, but we'll see what we get. Is it working? Yeah, it says error, YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I think it might just be my internet has always been a little dicey at this place. I don't know why it's not good. Because I pay for like the best one they have, so annoying. But let's see. All right, yeah, so they're gonna push it up a little higher here, it looks like. Maybe if we can kind of retest this 68.37 on ES, would be a decent spot to look for a move back down. Just cautious though down here because we've already, like I said, we've already had such a big move down this week. But obviously, nice drop. Just gotta look for a good entry now for a short. ES is getting close back down to the previous low in this pivot. Looking like they might want to just drop this thing again. Hold on, buddy. All right. So we're kind of got like a bear sandwich going on here on ES. NQ's holding up a little bit more. Please use a keyframe. I don't know what that means. A keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. All right. Bulls are trying to push it back up a little bit here. It's kind of what I wanted. I want to see, like, I'd like to see it just consolidate a little bit in a tight range here and then drop, but it might just be rejecting and dropping here. I don't know. Where are you going to put your stop right now if you take a short? It's just a huge 03 to 65, which is really tough to get in on a trade right now. Tarun, a great thumbnail. Hold on one sec. Hey, go lay down. Come on. Come on up. Go up. You can, Tarun, just send me a DM on Discord. But for now, I'm probably good. I've actually made them before. I just haven't got around to making a thumbnail yet for this. But yeah, you can hit me up in the Discord. All right, so we're kind of back at the lows almost here on NQ. Kind of rejecting the EMA. But again, it's like, where do you put your stop if you take a short right now? So the 3 minute kind of had a green to red right now. See, we got 1030 coming up. 573 short. Okay. Yeah, it's tough taking a short rate at the previous low too. I like us to get like a little below it, but yeah, they're freaking squeezing it back up. We're at the 600, near 600 here on NQ. It's like I want to get short, but it's tough with the with this volatility. After all, though, almost wicked. Yeah. Where'd you put your stop at on that, Nil? You don't have to respond if you're in the trade, but I mean, it's almost like 100-point stop loss I would need. It's crazy. But we got 1030 coming here. Let's see how we do at 1030. Are you still in the trade? Almost wicked, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yesterday I just kept getting wicked on the same trade idea. I took 3 losses on the same trade. Instead of just having a wider stop, I probably would have taken 1 loss instead of 3. So it's like, maybe just have to accept the losses are going to be a little bit bigger today. Or just use 1 micro. Yeah, the bulls are kind of trying to hold it up. We're at the 10:30 bottom of the hour right now. Let's see how the 30 minutes looking. Big red 30 there on ES and NQ. So this new 30 is kind of pushing up. We'll see if we can get a rejection. That 30-minute goes green to red. Maybe we'll get some more downside. But they might want to pull this back a little bit more. We'll see. But that, let's see. Put a little line on the 30-minute open. Just so we know when it goes red, if it does. All right, ES is kind of showing signs of rejection there at that 68.14. NQ kind of rejecting 622. Let's see, 26. I mean, it's just crazy wide stops if you take a trade right now. I'm going to try a short. Just going very wide with the stop. Let's see if we can get new lows here. I got my stop above here. I'll show the trade here. At all these rejections, I'm looking at this 3-minute chart here. So we'll see if we can get that move down. ES is a little bit weaker. But we got some nice room down to this 64, 464. Kind of be the target. So somewhere down here. That's the next level I have on my chart. I'm just banking on these wicks and this red kind of continuing down. I'm going to add one there. See if we can get that drop.
Order submitted.
Don't squeeze it up on me now. Come on, turn it back red. 5 minute on ES is looking nice and bearish. Okay. Come on, drop it. Buyers are fighting to hold it up a little bit, but just need them to give up. Should be able to get a good flush if we can get a new low a day. New 5 minute here. ES is looking a little weaker. Oh, I'm gonna move this up a little bit. Just don't want to get wicked out again. Kind of accept it's going to be a bigger loss if I take one. Okay. Come on, baby. Alright, the 5 minutes going green to red. Just gotta make those new lows here. Buyers are still fighting down here a little bit. Come on, baby. Drop those lows. Yeah, 550's being stubborn. Just don't want him to squeeze out, take out these wicks, which would be me. Come on, sellers, keep it down. Not looking great here. See if we can wick here on the 3 minute. 5 minutes kind of pushing. Ooh. Wow. Tell me I get saved. There's no way. Yeah, they're gonna take me. There's no way they don't take me. There it is. Alright, there's the L. Just couldn't get that low a day break. Is this still working? It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Yeah, that's why, I mean, it's tough to get low,
Order
to get
canceled.
short at the low a day, even though it looked good. Is this working? Even though it looked good with these wicks, you still got that low a day support, so it would have been a good move if we got it, but they're pushing it back up now. All right, thanks, Tarun. I'll check it out later, buddy. All right, pretty strong push up there by the bulls. Kind of double bottoming. NQ, or actually ES, is kind of back above this 68.14 pivot. Bouncing off it right now. All right, let's see if are the bears going to step back in above these highs, or the bulls going to push us back up. Excuse me. All right, bulls are pushing it. Kind of pushed and retested that 622 level on NQ. It kind of was a resistance here on that wick, which is kind of why I like the short too. Just didn't get follow through, and then they squeeze it up. Pushed it, retested it, pushing back up. Kind of same idea with the 68.14 level on ES. Kind of rejected it, didn't get follow through. Push back up, retest it, pushing. But it could be a little temporary push, but we'll see. Seeing a little bit of rejection here. Near that 700 level. Yeah, you can see, I mean, ES on that push down, we didn't really get much of new lows, so could be a sign that bulls are stepping in maybe. And obviously NQ couldn't make new lows here, which is what I was hoping for. Almost like another short here. Kind of weren't able to get much follow through at the bigger EMA and just kind of dropping back down. That's probably the better area to take a short, to be honest. ES kind of back under that 68.14 for now. See if NQ can hold underneath 622. Which kind of acted as a little support there. Yeah, I think that was a little fake up to the upside there to squeeze out some bears, including myself. We'll see though. I mean, buyers may step in again here after that pretty good push. Maybe they'll try to push it up again and then roll. Pretty strong candle for the bears here. Back underneath that 30-minute open on ES. So we just went green to red on the 30-minute on ES. NQ's getting close to that as well. I'm going to try a short here on NQ. See if we can get continuation down. See if we can get new lows on ES.
Order submitted.
I don't know why the sound on my Ninja is like delayed by like 30 seconds for some reason when I take the trade. Let's see if we can get new lows on NQ and ES. I like that 30-minute went green to red here. Probably a good looking wick. Let's see if we can get below it on NQ. Here's a new 5-minute. See if we can get a little wick up and drop on the 5-minute.
Order filled.
517. Oops. All right, ES is kind of testing that 68.14. See if we can hold underneath that. Don't love that push. Two. All right, just need to hold underneath that 622 on NQ. All right, NQ, just trying to flip this 5-minute red. Same with ES. We can get back underneath that 30-minute open. Oh, and
Stop filled.
Back out. That's got stopped out again.
Order canceled.
Just can't seem to get any follow through on my entries. Let's see. 100. Yeah, I feel like every time I enter lately, they just wick it back up. It's been tough. All right, let me see here. Trying to see where I'm at on my accounts. Looks like I got wicked again, maybe. Story of my life lately. Alright, let's see. Okay, 500. Alright, they're still kind of holding it down here. Pushing it back up for now. If they can flip this 5-minute back red and get underneath this little green body, I still like shorts. See if I can get a win under my belt here.
Order filled.
I'm trying to short. What is this one? 081 trade to 5. Why'd that order?
Order submitted.
TDY. I don't know, one of my accounts didn't fill. Not sure why. Alright. Looks like we might get that drop now. Which one didn't get filled? 81. 81. Oh. Okay. Let's see, 81.
Order filled.
Order filled.
All right. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my my accounts all synced up here.
Order canceled.
All right, so we got 11 a.m. coming up here in another minute. So we're kind of, that 30-minute candle opened up, has a wick on it. Hopefully get a continuation down on that 30-minute. We'll see here. I don't like how they just kind of held that level though. Let's see what this new 30-minute candle brings. All right, there's a new 30. Let's see if they'll bring it back down. Little rejection near that 650 on NQ. Let's see if we can push it back down here. Are they going to want to go back up to the 18 EMA I have there?
Order
Just
filled.
Squeezing it back up. Okay. See if we can reject here. All right, there's a little selling. Pretty just choppy right now. ES kind of holding that 68.14 so far. We'll see if we can get back underneath that. Back under 622 for NQ. Okay. Moving it back down. Alright. See if we can close that 5-minute bearish, engulf this green. Be a good sign for hopefully some downside. We'll see how they close it out here. We got, well, another minute 30. 11:04. Actually, why is my time is wrong? Oh, it's a 3-minute chart. That's why. Okay. Sorry, only 20 seconds till a new 5-minute. Okay. Just kind of like a giant bear flag, you could say, here. After that big move down. We'll see if we can break it. It's only a bear flag if it breaks. Kind of there, support. Let's get rid of that. These all positions. $50.204. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get some continuation down
Order
here.
submitted.
Had that good 5-minute red candle close. Kind of went below it and wicking up, back up so far. Need to break this, the flag to the downside, that trend line. See if we can drop it here. It's getting close. It wants it.
Order
There we
filled.
go. All right, come on. Just added one there to see if
Order
we can get a
submitted.
flush. Can we get the flush here? Come on, guys. Just need to break that 67, 68 area. Take out these lows. Should be a lot of stops under here, so. There we go. Starting to get that drop. So if we end up getting a similar move to what we had in the morning, that'll get us all the way down to this zone. So it's possible. If you do the measured move from the morning, consolidation, sometimes, a lot of times these moves will be like very close on the amount of points that the first one was. But we'll see. They might just push it back up here. Got to make new lows first. ES is close to making new lows too. Come on, guys. Let's drop this thing. Yeah, it's been a tough one for me again. This volatility is rough, man. I usually like volatility, but I've been having a tough time the last couple days. It's like every time it looks like it's going to do something I want, it just does the opposite. Like right now, they're just pushing it back up off the lows. Let's see if we can wick. If not, oh God, what was that? Not the reaction I want at the low a day. Hopefully it's a little fake out before the real move. We'll see. Can we make new lows? I guess, did ES make new lows? Barely. It was equal. All right. Nice wickage here on the 5 minute so far. Let's see if we can roll it. Oops. Below. Alright, getting close to red to green. I'm sorry, green to red. If they can flip it, we'll see. The bulls are still kind of hanging out. Alright, couple minutes left here on the 5 minute. But good rejection at that 68.14 level on ES. You can see NQ barely took out the previous 5 minute candle high. Just making it hard for people. They don't really ever make it easy, that's for sure. Stop some people, fake out some bulls. See if we can get this move. Okay. Getting close. Come on. How's that one? Okay, flipping red here. Can we get some new lows? Barely got new lows. Now they're already pushing it back up on the new 5-minute. Let's see if we can wick it and come down. Nasdaq just being annoying today. Just pushing it straight back up on the new 5-minute, which is also new 15. Crazy. Wow. Just squeezing back up a new 15-minute. Alright, looks like I'm going to stop out here.
Order
Just
filled.
can't get any follow through here, guys, so. 7.
Order filled.
9. Trade 5. Well, they did a little fake out.
Order filled.
Stop filled.
Whoa, what was that? Stop filled. Oh, I must have had an order out there. Oops. Close that.
Order
Order
filled.
filled.
Must have had a random order out there. Trade copier issues. Alright, let's see. Am I at 2. All right, the bulls are pushing it back up here. Back above 68.14 on ES. NQ back above the 622 level. Nice looking, I mean, it was a beautiful looking bear flag. Just didn't get any follow through. That's why after having so many down days in a row, it's tough sometimes that third day especially to keep getting follow through. The higher time frame traders be taking profits, so. But man, I mean, just a straight squeeze up, just out of nowhere. Wild stuff. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water. Buddy, hey, don't look, buddy. Don't look. All right, buddy. They're squeezing out the bears right now. Straight pump. It's crazy. Crazy market. So our daily candles looking. Yeah, I mean, 1, 2, this is the third day of big red on the daily candles. So usually after 3 like big candles, it's tough to get follow through after that. So see if they bring it back into this range. I mean, that's a really strong push up. So if they drop this, I would not be surprised if bulls buy it back up when we come back up to previous day's low. Getting that continuation. Hold on, buddy. Oh, Layla, I didn't know you were in here. The squeeze is on right now. Dogs are killing me right now. Buddy, no. Hey, go lay down. Go lay down. Come on. Oh, you want food? Mom making food? All right. They're just squeezing it up right now. We'll see if we can stay above this, basically stay out of this range. If they drop it back down, can we keep pushing up, or are they going to bring it back into the range? I'm actually surprised the volume wasn't higher on that push. NQ looking like it wants go test previous day low here up near the VWAP. ES got VWAP up here, kind of near that open price, 68.50 area. Alright, ES is kind of showing some rejection there at that 37.25, 68.37 area. Just a little pause at least. Little red to green move there on Nasdaq. See if we can get up the previous day low. Close. Right near the open price too. Nice, no. Yeah, it's definitely a scalping environment. All right, NQ is approaching previous day low here. And you got the VWAP just above that. ES got VWAP here at 68.50. There's that push on Nasdaq, right up to previous day low. Got that 800 number right near the VWAP on Nasdaq. Right up to previous day low on Nasdaq. You can see these 30 minutes, they just didn't allow us to go any lower on the 30. Went all the way down, wicked right back up on NQ. So we got 11:30 coming here in about 15 seconds. Squeezing. Right up to the VWAP there on NQ. Seeing a little rejection there at the VWAP on NQ. Still a little early, but definitely slowing there. Back under previous day low here on NQ, rejecting the VWAP. Looks like it could get a pullback to the EMAs coming here after that massive squeeze. It's probably due for a pullback. Or just keep squeezing. It's a solid, let's see, 265 point squeeze here. Not bad. Not too shabby. Looking like it wants to pull back. Wicking on the 5. Still got a couple minutes though till this closes, so they could end up pushing it. And they're pushing. Reclaiming previous day low here on Nasdaq so far. Pushing the VWAP. Sure, a lot of traders probably got short at the VWAP, so they're going to squeeze them out now. Neil, did you hold that runner? Would have been a nice runner. Yeah. Stick to what works for you. Nothing working for me right now. Just on a losing streak. It's all right. I'll get it back. ES still has some room up to previous day's low if NQ kind of holds above previous day low, or at least holds the EMAs on a pullback. But ES is right at the VWAP as well here, so let's see what they want to do. NQ back down to previous day low here, and VWAP. Let's see if those hold as support. Alright, kind of wicking on previous day low. I'm going to try quick long.
Order filled.
See if we can
Order submitted.
see if we can get a push, hold above previous day low. Kind of get up to this 69 area. I know it's probably extended. It's kind of holding here though, so let's see if we can get a new high and have ES get up to previous day low as well. Just want to see us hold above that previous day low. See if we continue the squeeze here. Hold on, dog's crying at the door. Alright, still kind of holding that previous day low. Can we get those new highs? ES has to get through VWAP as well. See if we can get a push.
Order filled.
Order submitted.
Alright, new 5-minute coming here pretty soon. About 15 seconds till a new 5-minute. See how they close this thing.
Order filled.
Order filled.
Still holding above previous day high. Kind of wicking there.
Order cancelled. Order filled.
Order filled.
Order filled.
Alright, I'm stopping out underneath the previous day low. Alright guys, I'm
Order
about
filled.
to call it. It's been a tough go for me the last couple of days here. Just can't seem to get my mojo back. So I'm not going to push it anymore. But I'll just be keeping an eye on this previous day low level on Nasdaq. ES kind of rejecting that VWAP. We can reclaim back above previous day low and stay above that on Nasdaq. I think we can at least go test previous day low on ES. But the EMAs are up. I probably could have been a little more patient to wait for the EMAs to catch up here. But yeah, I'm going to call it, guys. So thanks for tuning in, and be safe the rest of the day here, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. All right, guys, have a good one. See ya.